Okay, as you can see, it's 4:56 in the morning, a.m. and it's August 1st. I show you the cell tower here before. There's a one here. It's covered by the tree now, and there's another one over here. And I just found out there's two more over here, large ones, because that one is close to the highway. So far I have one large one. They're starting to add more there. I got two over here there. That was one of the videos that I had done measuring from my windows. I'll link it right up here. The one over here is not as bad. But anyway, you can see 4:57 in the morning and I am still awake. Insomnia. Yes. When you live in a non-ionized world, insomnia, it's very common. So anyone out there sees this video and asking yourself why you cannot sleep is because it is non-ionized radiation and you are being bombarded constantly. And in my case, I have 5 total. The blinking one here, which you can see on my finger, is not bad. That one, although it's amping me, but it's not as bad as the one over here. But if I go lower, then I'm okay. If I go into my Faraday cage, once I go into my Faraday cage, it takes an hour and a half. Long ago, or 2 years ago, I goes to my Faraday cage. It takes less than 15 minutes. Now it takes an hour and a half. So even though when I have a Faraday cage, I have to sit an hour and a half in order for it to dissipate. These signals is so strong that it takes an hour and a half. Okay? Remember this. Yes, I timed this. Nobody in the world right now knows the time of these signals. It is so strong that it takes an hour and a half to actually dissipate from your body. Then you'll be able to go to sleep. So if you have a Faraday cage and you're going to ask, wait a minute, how come I cannot sleep? Time it. Okay? Take a clock. Time it. An hour and a half. Then you'll be able to fall asleep. So don't think that your Faraday cage is not working. It is working. It is just that you are waiting for the signal to die. Yes. The signal has to die from your body because it's being absorbed. So it has to die. Okay? So if you see this video and you have a Faraday cage, or you're about to make a Faraday cage, and then in the future you jump in there because you have cell tower close to you, and you're saying, wait a minute, it is not working. It is working. Remember that, okay? It just takes hours. Sometimes, for the people who probably live close to there, probably would have to take 2 hours or even more, depending on how close they are. I am pretty far away, but this one right here is amping really hard. The one with the blinking lights, those are amping really hard. Those was radio towers. Now they're throwing so many things on there. Each day I see more and more on there now. I don't know what they're gonna throw on there next. But anyway, so if you live in a non-ionized world like I am, you can see it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I am still awake. Now imagine, I've been awake all day and I'm not tired, but my body is tired, but it's not letting me sleep. It's not letting me sleep because of what we know as non-ionized particles. Yes, non-ionized particles create insomnia. And if you have insomnia and you have questions and you've seen this video, yes, that's what it is. Wireless, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cell towers, cell phones, radiation, non-ionized radiation will create or give you insomnia. And that's how it works, and that's why I'm awake. Look at it now, 5:02 in the morning and I'm still awake. Can you imagine that? Now, can you imagine what our body would go through when you stay awake 20 to 30 hours before you even go, or even exhausted enough to fall asleep? But when you jump in your Faraday cage, you have to wait an hour and a half. Yes. Wireless signals like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, only 15 minutes. And that is 5 gigahertz. These are 30 gigahertz, up to 30 gigahertz. So it takes an hour and a half, yes. And someday they're going to go into hundreds. Imagine, yes, into hundreds gigahertz. That means it's going to take a long time before you even fall asleep, even when you go into your Faraday cage. So that means you have to actually tinfoil your walls and then make a Faraday cage in order to go to sleep, or in order to get away from non-ionized radiation. Yeah. So our building here, or our house here, we're actually going to use, we're going to start putting metals on it to deflect them. And then from the inside, I would have, my Faraday cage. So like some people, you can see some people actually put in, like, wrap their whole house up. You can look on YouTube, you will see them. Few people put their whole house up, and or cover their whole house up with metal. If I find out, I'll link it onto like a pin post or something. I'll find it. There was a few I watched a while back when I was on this journey. But anyway, I guess that's about it on this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, but I hope you learned something from this video. I will see you in the next video.